Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Geneva. I'm Skylar Zimney.
And I'm Jacob Miller. Coming up on today's show, we have two very important guests in studio who are looking for your support.
That's right, and we also let you know where the right place to be is this Friday night. All that and much more because GTV News starts right now.
Welcome back, Geneva, and here are your morning announcements for Wednesday, May 10th, 2017. And as the school year comes to a close, many changes are in the works. And today in studio, we have Dan O'Connell and Kyle O'Berry, who are both candidates to be next senior class president. Now, a few words from Dan himself.
Hello, student body. I am Dan O'Connell, and I am running for class president. Today, we are having the election, and all of the juniors that are going to be seniors next year should use the link bit.ly/2018 GHS President, which is also emailed to you in your student email, so that you can vote between me and Kyle. I am Dan O'Connell, and I am running for senior class president. And because I am the current junior class president, I feel that I am fully prepared for this responsibility. As president, I will make sure to keep you informed. As president, I will make sure that your senior year is exquisite. As class president, I will not sleep until you feel that your opinion matters to me. This class is a very fine class. In this class, we have the finest dancers, singers, musicians, thinkers, doers, believers, athletes, and I would be honored to continue representing you as class president. This song goes out to those of you who got excited when Blue's Clues came on and Stephen Blue got a letter. I am Dan O'Connell, vote for Dan O'Connell. I am running for president of next year's senior class. I encourage you to follow my Instagram at yellowbutter, spelled like it sounds with no spaces, to keep up with my campaign. Because remember, why eat margarine when you can eat yellow butter? Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. That was a great speech. And now candidate Kyle O'Berry is in studio with us to say why you should vote for him.
The history of civilization can be characterized as a march into the unknown, a march that the brave, the intelligent, and the unwavering made in order to advance the human species. Regrettably, too many times in this endeavor have the few exploited these advances at the expense of the many. The oppression of the many at the hands of the few was exacerbated by the advent of the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution touched upon all aspects of life and had the capacity to bring prodigious change to all of mankind. Sorely, to the detriment of human progress, the gains were siphoned off by small groups of industrial capitalists and horrible dictators that left most people to live off a small allotment of the gains. All of which has led to an inequitable distribution of wealth in the world today. But a more harmonious and equal society is within our reach. Not through the mechanisms of protectionism and isolationism, but instead through a global movement that socializes the gains in an approach that brings prosperity to as many people as possible. It is time for the press to join hand in hand and finally have true progress for all. These are the values I represent. These are the values I hope to bring to Geneva High School, and this is why I think I should be your senior class president.
Nicely done, Kyle. I'm sure it will be a very close race this year.
And don't forget to vote for the next senior class president at bit.ly/2018 GHS Class President. The link will also be sent to your student email. Voting lasts until 3 o'clock today. And prom is this Saturday. The crowning of prom royalty will begin promptly at 4 p.m. Immediately after, students will be loading onto buses to travel downtown to prom. Once returning from prom, post-prom will start. Make sure to bring comfy clothes to change into. You can drop these clothes off in the GHS Commons before crowning begins. Just make sure to have your bag clearly labeled as yours. If you're attending only post-prom, please come in comfy clothes and ready to go. Remember, at post-prom, there will be a prize per minute. May 20th is the 12th year for the senior bike ride. There will be t-shirts available for $10. The shirts are not mandatory to buy. Make sure you talk to Mr. Whitman for more details. The bike ride will meet on the Diagonal Drive at 10 a.m. Everyone will travel to Old Town Wasco for lunch. See Mr. Burns if you have any questions.
The final Right Club event of the year will be taking place Friday at Graham's 318. Stop by for some exquisite coffee, fondue, and creative writing skills of 8 incredible GHS writers. The topics that will be battled are blue versus green, together versus alone, words versus actions, and heroes versus villains. The Geneva girls soccer team won their first Upstate 8 Conference River Division title last night. Sophomores Jenna Dominguez, Sydney Gratz, and Caitlin Farrell netted goals as the Vikings defeated St. Charles East 3-1 with a season record of 8-4-6 and conference record of 3-2-1. Great job, girls. Keep up the good work. And now for some news outside the halls. President Donald Trump has fired FBI Director James Comfy, who is responsible for the Bureau of Investigations into whether members of the Trump's campaign team worked with Russia in its interference in last year's election.
A U.S.-guided missile cruiser was struck by a South Korean fishing boat while the Navy warship was conducting operations in international waters near the Korean peninsula. No injuries were reported, and damage assessments for both ships are underway, according to a Navy press release. And now here's 3 to know before we go. Make sure to pick up your post-prom t-shirt during all lunch hours tomorrow and Friday.
There will be a boys' golf meeting this Friday in room E170.
And Vikings Coffee will be open tomorrow during periods 4 through 7.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today, Geneva. I'm Jacob Miller.
And I'm Skylar Zimney. Have a wacky Wednesday, Geneva.